Welcome, Gemini, to Virtual Tarot. I'm Ava, and this is going to be your June forecast. If you're new, I'm a tarot card reader, oracle, probably a reincarnation from the Temple of Delphi. I've had a lot of dreams that I had an incarnation or several there. I've always been fascinated with the area and with the tarot. And I want to welcome you. What I do here is I forecast for the upcoming month for you, Gemini, which would be June 2016. And I do this with a 4-card spread. That is, I use 4 cards to discern your future. And I use only 4 cards. I designed the reading, the spread, because I wanted it to be very succinct, focused, so we could get to the most essential elements in the forecast. So the first card in this spread represents the environment, the overall energy of the month. The second card represents the challenge. The third represents the unexpected element. And the fourth is either the outcome or a commentary on the reading. So, before we begin, I wanted to say that at the end of the reading, I've decided that I'm going to include, I don't know what to call it still yet, maybe a soul survey, soul revelation about each astrological sign's family, star family, their portrait, their raison d'etre, the reason for being here. And so I'm going to include a little bit of that information after the reading. And so I'd like to get started. What I do is I shuffle the cards just like this right here in the moment. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 piles, 1, 2, 3, and then choose from the top the 1, 2, 3, and here we go. Ready? So, Gemini, what we have in the position of the overall energy of the month of June for you. You see that? That's the Page of Pentacles. So, it seems that June is a month of apprenticeship, learning, studying, training, honing your skills, adopting new skills, developing your skills. Being practical, down to earth, realistic. Sound dull? I don't think so. It depends on what it is that you are learning. Hopefully it's something that you are tremendously interested in. But applying your common sense to the task, whatever task that might be, doing the necessary groundwork in something, sort of starting something, like a business, like a project, like something you're starting, but you, at the page, you see, you start small. you're not at the point where you dream this is going to be. You're starting small, but you're dreaming big. And you're applying yourself with tremendous effort into this endeavor. You're setting your goals now. You're conservative. You're establishing the foundations of that, whatever that project is, that business is, that what you want to do. You're establishing your foundations and working very, very hard at that. You have to remember why you're working so hard. Keep that in mind. It will make the work go a lot easier for you. And stop complaining. Yes. Sometimes Geminis will complain. And so there'll be a lot of that, probably. Complaining about the load, about how much, the weight of the load that you're carrying. But regardless, you're going to be single-minded, terribly stubborn, doggedly determined, and a workaholic in June. So there you go. Now let's see what will challenge you. And what will challenge you is, you see that? You have a reversal. You have the Four of Swords reversed. Now, this could be serious. Yes, it could be serious in that sometimes your challenge might be to keep the faith because of the hard work, the mental strain, the mental exhaustion of it, maybe some insomnia. If you don't get enough rest, it could be doubly difficult. Often, yes, because in reverse, it's that you're not providing yourself enough opportunity to rest, for retreat. You're not providing enough opportunity for you to heal and recover. So your challenge is to do that. We sometimes see this card show up in reversal when one feels very confined, tremendously confined, like a jail. Though well, of course, some people go to jail. It's not that people don't go to jail, but it doesn't have to mean that. It means just feeling boxed in. but there's an urgent effort that needs to be made by you to pull yourself together mentally, to keep yourself together mentally. Because, you see, this is mental strain. Being taxed intellectually. Too much, you have too much of a burden. And so what you need to do as your challenge is to get out. Get out of that jail. Join the world for a while. Enjoy yourself. Take a breather. Rest. The worst is over. Really, the worst is over. So there's no need to punish yourself by going to extremes mentally. Put your ambition to rest for a while. That's your challenge. Then, in the position of the unexpected, we have the cure. We have the sun upright. That's the cure, unexpected cure. You see, you get a reprieve. In the middle of the month, perhaps, you get a vacation, be that in your backyard or a literal vacation, because this is the card of joy, happiness, freedom, rejuvenation, shedding the heavy burden, regaining some inner peace, finding fulfillment, blooming. My goodness, the sun, look at that. Isn't that the sun is changing, where it's setting. It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful sunset tonight. So inner peace, a blooming out, a refreshing of spirit, of soul. I see congratulations. Either you're offering congratulations or you're being congratulated on something. And it's making you very, very happy. So this is the medicine that you need to help you achieve the Page of Pentacles, to keep going. And so isn't that wonderful? And at the end we have work. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the outcome. So what you started, let me go somewhere where you can see me. What you began at the Page of Pentacles, you're finishing at the Knight of Pentacles. And you may see some profit, some gain already from your efforts. You're building your business, you're building something brick by brick. This is pure ambition. You have the energy and you're moving very conservatively forward You're being reliable. Practical, again. Terribly persistent in your efforts. You also might be checking and double checking your work, making sure that what you've done meets your standards. You're putting your best effort forward, and you're getting support from your family, from your friends. You have a stable home life. There's stability underneath you. Your foundation is stable. And also, you might be out exercising, returning your attention onto your body as well to keep fit. Turning your attention back on to your health and making that a priority for yourself. But this is a plotting, a one step at a time towards accomplishing that goal that you set at the start of the month. So you accomplish it. I just hope that you take my advice and rest, rejuvenate, recover, because the card, the Four of Swords reversed, can indicate serious mental strain or a very, very, very slow recovery from previous illnesses or ailments. So please take care, Gemini, please. And so that's your reading. Oh, things are falling apart here. And so what I thought I'd do right now for you, oh, by the way, if you'd like a personal reading with Trudy, she's got a link right below underneath my counsel card link. And the counsel card link is how you can support me in these free readings that I give to you. I use a subscription-based streaming video platform to offer you a deeper interpretation of this particular 4-card spread on a soul level. Every card has levels of meaning, and so I try to go into the more esoteric aspects of the cards to show you, to help you along your journey, along your soul's journey. Every month, every day, every moment, we're evolving, and we often can use help from above. And the counsel cards are my contribution to that effort. So, that said, I'd like, Gemini, for us to do your soul survey of your particular Gemini family. And that means I'd like to start. So, for a Gemini, the twins are their symbol. The two individuals living in one. And it can be that way with a Gemini. One personality almost schizophrenically being completely different from another. Why is that? Because a Gemini has incarnated into Gemini in order to learn through experience. They're still in the personality development phases of the evolution around the 12 signs. They're really still near the beginning of that evolutionary cycle. And in that cycle, what they're seeking is pure experience, varied, wide experience to learn and develop their personality. They're gifted with a keen mind, and their karmic responsibility is to control that mind, to discipline it, to allow their curiosity to energize it, the mind. But primarily, a Gemini is motivated by their desire for experience, regardless often of the consequences of those experiences. So there's not as much care perhaps taken in the kinds of experiences that they pull to themselves because of their thirst for knowledge, for experience. They're intensely interested in themselves, consequently, too, in who they are, which is a wonderful thing. But it has a dark side, in that this intense self-interest and longing for experience can override or become the most important agenda, and everyone and everything becomes a servant of that. It can lead to usury, is what I'm saying. Using others or using the experience in order to develop themselves, regardless of what that experience may create in others. This is the darker side of this. But the attempt in a Gemini is to learn self-sacrifice, to sacrifice themselves for others, ultimately. This is the karmic lesson that they're here for. And when they learn that lesson, there's no being that is as capable of angelic action, deeds, kindnesses as a Gemini is. Their ability to give to friends and family are, again, unrivaled. Yet, like the twins, they've got these two sides. So which side manifests itself depends very much on the individual and where they are in their evolutionary path. So, this is what I wanted to start with, because it gives us a real insight, I think, into the Gemini personality. And from here, we'll build a larger picture of who they are. As I said, everyone is extremely complex. They're not just one thing. But there is a sort of a driving force at the heart of what is the karmic purpose of that particular sign. So that said, I want to say thank you very much, Gemini. I've had a lot of Gemini friends. In fact, Trudy is a Gemini, and so I appreciate who they are and have had much to learn from them. Thank you very much, and I hope that you come back next month, July, in the middle of summer. I love you very much. Thank you.